Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. I'm very pleased to have a couple of our council members here. Let's see. I know Councilmember Bill Farmer is here. Thank you so much. And Councilmember Jennifer Reynolds is here. Thank you so much. And I want to welcome Timothy Johnson, with President and CEO of the United Way of the Bluegrass, and Sam Mitchell, who's here, our CEO of Valvoline. And today, you are looking at a prime example of how Lexington gets through a crisis. We help each other, neighbor to neighbor, friend to friend, business to business, business to community. This is exactly how we do in emergency situations. As this crisis has unfolded with wave after wave of new restrictions, Lexington has answered with wave after wave of kindness and compassion. We've reached out in small ways, picking up dinner at a restaurant, helping an elderly neighbor, opening up parking spaces, and today we are reaching out in a very big way. Thank you to the businesses and organizations that are stepping up today to make life easier for thousands of people in Lexington, the Bluegrass, and Appalachia. Now, let's hear more about the Coronavirus Response Fund and about some of the donors who are here today. We'll hear from Timothy Johnson, who worked with the Bluegrass Community Foundation to establish this fund. Timothy?
Thank you, Mayor Gorton, for your leadership and partnership during these challenging circumstances. I can say for a fact that having a strong, unwavering leader at the helm of our local government helps us all keep our cool. These are extraordinary and uncertain times. And while we don't know yet the full ramifications of this pandemic, we do know this: under-resourced and vulnerable residents are being hit the hardest by the coronavirus. It's because of this that the United Way of the Bluegrass, in partnership with the Bluegrass Community Foundation, under the leadership of its CEO, Lisa Atkins, and the City of Lexington, launched this effort last Friday. As of today, the Coronavirus Response Fund has raised over $175,000 to benefit local and regional organizations who are providing relief and response services to individuals across Central and Appalachia, Kentucky. Today, we'd like to thank and recognize our lead coalition partners, including Valvoline, Southland Christian Church, Toyota, Emmanuel Baptist Church, Alltech Foundation, Kentucky for Kentucky, the Matthew and Jenna Mitchell Foundation, and the Council of State Governments. These folks quickly and generously stepped in to help their neighbors and to support their communities during this critical time, and we're so grateful for their partnership. Special thanks to our coalition media partners, including iHeartMedia, Lexington, WKYT, Fox 56, and Smiley Pete Publishing. We believe in the power of philanthropy, and we know that our neighbors will continue to answer the call to help those less fortunate. We're pleased to announce that the first grant from the fund will be deployed this week to God's Pantry, and that's going to help secure an additional 40,000 prepackaged food boxes for those in need across the region. We will continue to award rapid response grants on a rolling basis over the next few weeks to agencies across the region and across the Bluegrass who are working on the front lines of this crisis, and to assist individuals, families, seniors, and our students. So on behalf of Your United Way, the Bluegrass Community Foundation, we thank you for your ongoing support of this effort. We will get through this if we follow the neighbor helping neighbor model that Mayor Gorton herself has endorsed. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Timothy. Now, let's hear from a major contributor to this fund, Valvoline. And Sam Mitchell, who is the CEO, is here and will say a few words. Sam?
All right, thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Timothy, for your leadership. Certainly, we have a lot of tough days in front of us, and the speed at which this has all happened has been pretty startling, and yet the speed at which our community is coming together has also been very impressive. And so I believe that when business partners with our churches, with our government agencies, and especially with our nonprofits, that we can make a very big difference. And this is a great opportunity for the leaders in our community to come together and make a difference for those who are going to be most in need here in the days, weeks, and months ahead. So we're going to make an impact. We are going to get through this, and we're going to do it together. Mayor, let me turn back to you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Sam, and we will make it through this. Those were good words. Thank you. So I want to thank Valvoline and all of our donors. You are offering hope and help to thousands of our people, and we deeply appreciate your support, all of you. To my fellow citizens, I would like to say, if you are still employed and looking for a way to help, here it is. To give online, just go to bgcf.givingfuel.com/coronavirus. Every single donation to the Coronavirus Response Fund, no matter how big or small, helps. Before we close today, I'd like to ask Isabel Taylor to come forward. She leads our Global Lex efforts, and she will offer basic information in Spanish. Isabel?
Thank you, Mayor. En breve, anuncia la alcaldesa Linda Gorton. La semana pasada, United Way of the Bluegrass y la Fundación Comunitaria del Bluegrass unieron fuerzas para lanzar un fondo de respuesta de coronavirus para ayudar a proporcionar un apoyo crítico a las poblaciones vulnerables. Hoy, el fondo anunció que ha recaudado más de $175,000 gracias a los socios de la coalición corporativa, los titulares de fondos de la fundación, los donantes de la comunidad y las ventas de Kentucky para las camisetas United We Stand y Team Equipo Kentucky. Si gusta ayudar a la comunidad, por favor vaya a la página web para donar bgcf.givingfuel, que se deletrea givingfuel.com/coronavirus. Gracias.
Thank you very much, Isabel. And before we close, I'd like to invite Timothy Johnson back up. He has one more thing he'd like to share.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. In addition to those lead coalition partners that I mentioned previously, we also would like to thank the contributors from the Bluegrass Community Foundation Donor Advised Funds and the members of the community who've been giving generously since we launched the fund last Friday. To date, over $20,000 have been raised through online and text giving alone. We also would like to offer a special thanks to Kentucky for Kentucky for their unique partnership. Net proceeds from the sale of their Team Kentucky and United We Stand 6 Feet Apart t-shirts will directly benefit the Coronavirus Response Fund. So to purchase a t-shirt, please visit them at ky4ky.com. And as the mayor said, you can go to bgcf.org to give. Also want to give a shout and a special thanks to Reverend Ray Green, who's with us today from Emmanuel Baptist Church. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you again, and if there are any questions, there are several of us who are available if you have any questions. Anything? All right. Thank you all so much for being here.